It's an amazing feeling, being at the line when the game is in the balance. Each rep, each lesson, each session. The bonds develop, the doubt lingers, but as the reps and the confidence grows, that's washed away. As the 10 seconds elapse, we just hope that the time spent has been maximized and the impact is lifelong. The vessels you have entrusted with development, mentorship, is something precious and can never be downplayed. The value of it is in the eyes and the palm of the beholder. Now, hold this swish.
All-around game basketball. One advice I'll give is just keep it simple. I think sometimes we can overdo it as trainers. But at the end of the day, when you're watching the elite teams play, it's ball movement, man movement. It's okay to work on things, individual skill stuff as far as your handling your bag work, but for the most part, it's just keeping the game simple. My why, I always remember why I started. I got into this business almost 20 years ago, just to give back, really. And then while I was doing it voluntarily, started into a business. Luckily, they said when I was growing up, when you really love doing something, it never feels like work. And I have never woke up and feel like basketball was like work, right? So I'm always excited to be in the gym. And it's just, I look at it as giving back, but at the same time too, it is a job. And not everybody can do it. I mean, people get in the gym once and twice a week and say they're a trainer, and no disrespect, but you have guys like myself and Still Wing and my cousin Jamal and some of the other guys around here, like, this is what we do 6 and 7 days a week, and we've been doing it for 10 plus years. So if you do get into this business, don't feel like you got to start right with professional guys. My first pro wasn't until I was 10 years in, and that's my guy Brandon Wright. So I've been doing youth all the way up to professional guys, like I said, for the last 15, 20 years, but it all started with the youth. So take care of the youth first, and everything else will follow.
There you go. Last one.
What's the name of your business?
JMR Basketball.
Okay. What's your why?
Man, my why is Jesus Christ. He's the reason why I do what I do. I'm not here without him. And through him, I just want to introduce people to what he is and who he is, and more importantly, man, just continue to be a light, being a vessel that he's calling me to be, not only for the city, but for the entire world.
If you had any advice regarding training, what would that be?
Humility, man. Stay humble in what you do. First, man, in my journey, I was wrapped up in trying to be labeled as the best trainer. But honestly, man, it don't even matter because there's so many different trainers, man, that have great tactics, man, great techniques, and more importantly, man, just about humility. Because the impact that you leave and the footprint that you leave in people's lives is predicated on how you leave them better than how you found them. And so you got to be humble in your approach. Never feel like you're too big, never feel like you're greater than the next person. I always remember, man, that you are used for a reason, so you should be able to bless and impact somebody.
Sure. And what is one thing that you live by your training?
Man, I live by joy. Man, it's a blessing to be able to do what we do. And the joy that I have for the game, not just only in basketball as well, but then for people. So, man, shout out to all the trainers, man, the joy that we get to do what we do, man, to pour into athletes and to impact and affect our communities. So, man, just want to send love to Marcus, want to send love to all the trainers in the city of Nashville, man. Keep doing what you do for joy, man, because with it, you have everything. Without it, man, we have nothing, man, and all glory to God, man. So, man, just blessed, thankful, bro. And, man, shout out to the city, man. 615 is what we do. So.
Training, Adrian Wing Training. I want to provide opportunities for guys to get better outside of practice and games. When I was coming up, playing 5-on-5 was the only way to improve. So this is something extra you can put to your game in order to make your 5-on-5 more productive.
personal time making you a better player. Most of the time you spend in basketball is based around the team concept. This is your opportunity to work on yourself individually. Keep it simple. Board man gets paid, do the same things over and over and create habits. Don't get obsessed with the flashy. Come in every day and let your habits be what you live on, and it'll pay off. The fundamentals, you got to be able to do the basics. More difficult concepts build off the basics. In today's game, you have to be able to shoot. We pride ourselves on shooting 40% from the three-point line. It's just the way the game is played now. That's something we really emphasize. You got to be able to play off the two with good footwork, step into a shot at 40%.
So I expect to pay the bill. Should I expect to do some favors, but I expect to keep it real. And I'm expecting them to hate me where I shine for real, but I ain't respecting falling by no money or no girls and giving bad faces. I got money out this world and I be shining like the stars.
What's the name of your business?
It's called Kalechi Underground Training.
What's your why?
My why? Give back to the community. I was blessed to have a lot of people in my corner to help me learn and develop the right and proper way. So that's kind of my why. I like to give back and help kids, learn how to play basketball the right way.
Any advice you would give regarding training?
I would say gain speed. Always go gain speed. Make all your trainings realistic. You got to be realistic. You got a lot of people. No knock on anybody in training, but making it more realistic is something that it helps the game translate. It makes the translation of the game a lot easier for the clients and the athletes.
And what is one thing you live by your training?
Hard work, always. And it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Just on my personal playing days when I was training with Marcus, throughout my career, college, pro, whatever, I wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? But I worked hard, we worked hard. So I always try to instill that into my athletes. It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
CAD basketball training. My wife really started training because I coached, and really I didn't train anybody else but the girls that I coached at the time and boys. And there was so many people just reaching out, man. Can you train my kids? Can you train my daughter? Can you train my son? And I picked it up. I've been doing it really for a long time, but I started actually doing it, actually training different kids who didn't play for me probably about eight years ago, and I really enjoy it. I love teaching the game, and it's good to see when you go watch them play, or they send you a clip like, hey coach, this was something we worked on. And a lot of it is just for the knowledge, and they need it, and I know everybody not going to be the best ball handler, they're not going to be the best shooter, but a lot of stuff that I might say or they can use from training, they should be able to use in their growth. My advice to any kid that trains Like, for the time that you're in there, man, you just gotta give everything you got. You gotta be willing to do new things. You gotta be willing to adjust, you know. It's okay that you mess up. You're supposed to mess up in training. But you gotta be going, 100%. You gotta be working. And one of the biggest thing I know I tell my kids when they train, like, you gotta try to outwork yourself. You wanna be good at something, outwork yourself. And if anybody that's trying to train, like, go watch some people. Go watch some trainers that you see, even if, reach out to them, and if they don't let you watch, just go in there and just figure out a way to see some people train and figure out what your niche is. And, start small. Maybe start with, young kids. And then you get to the point, like, when you get really good, people will come and gravitate to you. But that's the biggest advice is, man, whether you, the trainer or the trainee, value your work, value your time. So I have had kids come in before, and I tell them, you're going to come in your way. Like, I enjoy doing it, so if you're going to waste your time, don't waste my time. And I'm going to tell your mom to keep their money, tell your dad to keep their money, y'all can just go home. But if you're going to come in here, some people come from, I got people come from Alabama, they might come from Kentucky. Don't waste your kids' time, don't waste your parents' time and money. So if you're going to come, just come and work. Well, the biggest, I think, I really value my integrity in the game of training. So, like, if I feel like I've been working with a kid or a person and I feel like they just not grasping it, I ain't in the business of taking money. Like we do like some group work sometimes, and sometimes I feel like that helps because some kids need other kids with them. But my integrity is probably the biggest when it comes to training. Like I know what it means. I know what it feels like to go tell your mom or your dad that I got a school looking at me, or they just somebody offered me. They've been watching me do this, and I done got better. But I try to instill work ethic. Like if you're a guard and you come work out with me, like when they go back to their respective schools or their teams, I like when you do your running. If you're a guard, you should be in the top two or three. If you're a post, you shouldn't be in the back. Because if you're doing that, it's really no need for you to come see me. It's not going to help you in school ball or summer ball. But, integrity is a big thing, a real big thing for me.